Well, we are now live. So for those of you who are having trouble getting in here, um, I made this broadcast public. I'm hoping that somebody could show up. So this is a trial run for tomorrow's celebration of the Juno orbital insertion process that NASA is going to be broadcasting live. Or that is, they're not going to be broadcasting. I'm not sure if they're going to be broadcasting live, but they're going to be following it live. You can go to the NASA TV, YouTube channels, all of them. And the schedule I have posted on both this, the event that I'm going to have tomorrow, and my news feed. So what this is right now is a trial run. So what we're watching right now, in case somebody's watching this on YouTube, which I don't think there is, 0 viewers, is the simulation program that I have running on my computer, and then I'm screen sharing it. So this is an interactive program, which anybody could download to watch any of the missions or to explore the solar system or to even explore the rest of space. So you can see I can actually flip around and I can see the sun, from where Juno is standing right now. So this is a real-time simulation. I'm going to emphasize simulation here, but this is a real time. You can see the date and time on the bottom of the screen there, July 3rd, 2016, and the time, the clock is ticking. So this is a real-time simulation of where Juno spacecraft is now and on its approach to Jupiter. So tomorrow, great, we got a viewer. Very good. So the link to this hangout is public. Feel free to join. This is again a trial run for tomorrow's event that I'm planning on watching the Juno's orbital insertion. This is the simulation software that anybody can download. I've got links on my news feed and everything. In any case, so this is, like I said, is a trial run. It is working. It's a little herky-jerky on the share, but again, you can download the NASA eyes and watch it for yourself. So we'll be able to follow the Jupiter orbital insertion process in a simulation. And I'm going to emphasize this is simulation software. This is very cool software that allows you to see an animated simulation of what's going on with the actual spacecraft. Obviously, there's no photographs of, no movie cameras outside, taking pictures of this. This is actually a simulation for all you conspiracy theories out there. This is actually the simulation of what they have scheduled to do. So this gives you an artist's view of what's going on with the Juno spacecraft right now. So, I could zoom out, I could zoom in. Let me just go ahead and do that and show you. You can zoom out, you can twick around, that sort of thing. You could actually see where the sun is. Okay, so Juno is on its way to Jupiter. It's almost there. It's going to be inserted into Jupiter's orbit tomorrow night. And we'll be able to watch this as it happens. That is, we'll be able to watch the simulation of as it happens. The actual photographs that are going to be coming from Juno, aren't going to happen for a few days, perhaps a couple of weeks, while they get them downlinked and processed and whatnot. But this simulation is a cool way to follow the actual mission. And of course, NASA gets signals from the spacecraft within hours, I guess, to let them know and to let us know whether or not the actual process was successful. There's going to be different burns going on to slow the spacecraft down, because right now Juno is moving extremely fast. I don't remember the exact number, so don't ask, but it needs to go through a long burn to slow it down in order for Jupiter to be able to capture it. And this is what we're going to be following. So this is a trial run. Please feel free to join. Ask me questions and see if I can answer them. This was a spur of the moment hangout that I created so that I can make sure that I can do this for tomorrow. Again, this software is available for the download. I put a link up on my newsfeed. It's called NASA Eyes, and it is the same software they use when they broadcast something on TV and they're showing you these simulations, these animated simulations. This is the software they use, but you can use it to explore the rest of the solar system. You can use it to explore other things. It's a very unique piece of software. It's an application that has been publicized for several years now. I used it when I created the Facebook group, the Curiosity Landing Celebration, which is now called the Space Exploration Mission Followers. I'm hoping to incorporate this hangout for tomorrow into that Facebook group. And again, we use the same software to follow the Curiosity landing. And it was a hell of a party. We had a great time. And I'm hoping to do this sort of thing again tomorrow night. So there goes my one viewer. All right, so I'm going to just be quiet for a while, and there's a little bit of dead air, and this is live. It is being recorded. Please join. Hello, hello.
Hello.
What's up?
Mooing like a cow at the moment, more or less. Like moo. Thinking I was just about to hit the sack, and then I saw you posted the hangout, so I thought, well, hello. I have to say hello then.
Well,
I
yeah,
mean,
thank you.
nobody visits my hangouts, but I'll certainly visit other people's hangouts. How about
Yeah,
that?
I do visit yours. It's just the timing is always. This is a trial run for tomorrow night.
Oh, right. Yippee. What fun. How lovely.
I wanted to make sure I can get it to work. And what you're watching right now is the NASA Eyes software that I'm running on my computer on the Juno mission. Juno is going to be inserted into orbit around Jupiter tomorrow night, and you can actually watch the entire simulation just by downloading the software. It's free, and I'm running it now.
Oh, right. Oh, my goodness me. We are live, apparently.
Yes.
I didn't realize that when I came in here. Right. Okay. Now I'm aware of that. So,
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I can do this live without any repercussions from NASA telling me that you shouldn't be sharing this on live, and I get flagged. So I'm doing it on purpose so that I
right.
can see if I can get flagged. But I was just, you missed Paul Carr, who's actually a NASA engineer. He was in here earlier when I first started, and he said, "Yeah, there should be no problem with that." So I think I'm good to go.
There you go. Well, right. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, so right, because I actually have had no idea what you're interested in really much. I mean, I've noticed the word science pop up a couple of times, and that's about the whole of it. As far as
Yeah.
apart from playing chess and trash talking, that's, I don't know much more. But I've got my feelers out. I've got the antenna attached to my head.
Yeah, I'm actually somewhat of I call myself an amateur astronomer, but in reality, it's more like a novice astronomer. I do have a telescope, and the clock is chiming 9.
I did have one too, in fact, but I gave it
and
away.
I'm totally into watching. I actually have a Facebook. Actually, I have 2 Facebook groups. One of them is called Space Exploration Mission Followers, which started out to be the Curiosity landing observation. I had started a couple years ago in 2012. I started this group on Facebook, and we watched the entire party as Curiosity landed on Mars, and we had a hell of a time. We started out with 54 people, and now we're about double that. So,
okay then.
I wonder who that viewer is. Well, viewer, if whoever you are, unless it's just one up to he's gone. She.
Oh.
I made it public. I posted the link.
Right. I've done that a few times. Sometimes it works. People turn up.
Like I said, this is a trial run. It's just sort of a just to see what happens kind of thing.
Right. Nothing to lose then.
Right. In the meantime, I have a monetized YouTube channel, and hopefully I get paid for this, even if it's just a few pennies.
Right. Bring in the millions. For this amazing broadcast.
Because this spacecraft was launched in 2011, and
you believe that's true? It's true. It's believable.
What's that?
You find it believable that it's true? You believe what they're telling you there?
Well, that's not a matter of believing what they're telling me. I'm telling you that this is a spacecraft that has been launched in 2011. It is a fact. It is not fiction. It is not up for conjecture.
It's not.
It took about 5 years to get there, it's going to go through its process of slowing down to get captured by Jupiter's gravity. The electronics instruments are in a box, in a titanium box, to shield it from the huge radiation that Jupiter gives off. It's an exciting scientific mission from NASA. It's going to, with its instruments, it's going to peer below the clouds and try to discern the makeup of Jupiter beneath the clouds and things of this nature. It's actually got a camera on it that's more for PR than anything else. It's not really for scientific stuff. It's for the public to see the pictures once they get them downloaded. And
which one was this again?
This is Juno.
Rings a vague bell. I haven't followed that one at all. There you go.
Well, I'm gonna I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna share with you a NASA actually put up this kind of a trailer, movie, kind of like a movie trailer about Juno, for JOI, and I'm see if I can find it real quick and share it with you specifically. Let me see, make sure I got your name straight.
So you're not talking to little green men yet?
Oh no. We're doing science here. We're not talking science fiction. Let me just.
Right. That's interesting to know. Good to know. Just to be sure. Just to be sure.
Let me go to my profile and see if I can find the let me see. Let me get this out of the way so I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, it's one of these. It's one of these. Which one is it? Let me see. Is it this one?
In Roman mythology, which of course is rooted from Greek.
Okay, well, I'll share this one with you too. But let's start with the first one.
As long as I know what it's called, how do you spell it? Juno or something?
Yeah.
All right. I'll check it out later. I'll find it myself. No problem. It's good. Good to just that you mentioned it. I've got a good memory, more or less, still. So I remember that Juno. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I got so many Jupiter posts up that I forget which one's which here.
All right.
Okay, we're gonna have to find it.
So, have you seen Bulldog
Not too recently.
or Mark?
NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory presents.
Okay, that's another one. I'm gonna find it for you. I'm gonna share. I got a lot of them on my profile, but about Juno. But there's one particular what they're calling a trailer. That's really cool, kind of like a movie trailer that I want you to see first.
I put in some videos on your chest page that are there to see.
Yeah, I just got on recently myself. My car has died in the middle of a bank parking lot. So today and tomorrow I'm going to be really busy. Here it is. Finally. Okay, let's go ahead and share this with you. We're gonna close off all of the other shares and put your name in there. Okay, mysterious. M-I-S. There we go. Okay, so here's the trailer. You should be getting that in a few seconds. You probably hear it now because I'm playing it.
The scariest thing to me about Juno.
Yeah, okay, that's it. That's the one. Okay. Hopefully you'll be able to see that first.
At the moment, the only thing I can see is a picture of you.
I shared the video to your name so that you should get it in your notifications.
Oh, I see. Let me see. Right. Well, let's see if I can.
It's about a 2.5-minute video, or 3.5, I forget. Definitely recommend you watch it. And then there's like a whole lot more on my profile and my newsfeed that you.
There it is. Found it.
Enjoy.
The scariest thing to me about Juno are the unknowns. So much about the environment that we'll have to withstand is unknown.
Hang on a sec. I'll do a screen share on it. I was like, where's the thingy? All right.
No, you don't have to screen share it. Just go ahead and watch it.
Oh, right.
It's a monster. It's unforgiving. It's relentless.
Actually, yeah, I saw this come up in the feed the other day. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I've shared it a few times, and I've shared a few others too.
Dust, electrons,
Thanks for putting that on watching it.
anything that gets close to it becomes its weapon. It just so happens, deep inside this body are the secrets we're after. Secrets about our early solar system.
It's the biggest and baddest planet in the solar system, and it's got the biggest and baddest radiation and the biggest and baddest magnetic field.
The background radiation that we're exposed to on Earth is about a third of a rad. What we expect to see at Jupiter is about 20 million rad. No spacecraft has ever flown this close to Jupiter, flown this deep into the radiation belts.
So the real trick is we're going to go in close, get the data, and get out. And the first time we go in, that's the most dangerous. We call it Jupiter orbit insertion. JOI.
Nothing's really certain about what's going to happen.
Pretty cool, huh?
Oh, right. Yeah. That is if you're a fan of NASA. I'm sure it's great.
Well, it's not just NASA. It is actually. I don't remember the details. There's instruments on there aboard that spacecraft that are from various countries, including Canada. So it's not just NASA, but it is NASA's spacecraft. So it's a multinational thing. It's definitely. I'm not that patriotic. I don't proclaim to be I mean, certainly I'm an American and I do have some patriotism about me, but I'm in it for the science. I'm in it for the space exploration. So for example, when India did their thing with their Mars probe, I was excited almost as much as I was when other countries, including us, sent our stuff there too. So it's about the science. It's about the exploration of space. It's about humans, not about any particular speckle on the particular surface of the planet. It's very exciting to me because Jupiter's been flown by a few times since the 1970s. The Voyagers did some things. I think even the Pioneers did some captures of photographs, but never has it been studied in this depth. So this is exciting. The next things are going to be, for example, there's the moons of Jupiter, Europa, which supposedly has an ocean, things like that. So there's this is the next step. It's one step at a time. You got to get your stuff out there and figure out what the next mission is going to be, what can be paid for. I know less about the NASA budget than my friend Paul Carr, who actually is a NASA engineer. I do this thing with Paul Carr called the Unseen Podcast.
I haven't heard of it. It's the first time I heard of it.
Well, the Unseen Podcast, actually, there's a special recording for the Unseen Podcast tomorrow afternoon, but unfortunately, I won't be able to be on the panel because I have some unfortunate event that happens to me with the car. So I have to take care of that. That'll be tomorrow afternoon. Usually he's on Friday nights, every other Friday, and sometimes I'm part of the panel, sometimes I'm not. But he's an NASA engineer. He had some things to do with, for example, the Mercury mission some decade ago, or some 5 years ago, whatever. So he's I was very lucky to actually have participated in his thing. He's had some famous people on Hangouts that I was very honored and lucky to be part of. He had Pamela Gay, who's astrophysicist. He had Brian Koberlein, another astrophysicist and teacher, professor. While I was, both times I was part of the panel. So I'm just a nobody, I'm just a science enthusiast, but it means a great deal to me to be actually talking to people who have the actual science degrees, So yeah, so Paul Carr is, and when I created this Hangout just now, he was in so quick that I didn't even have a chance to start the broadcast before I even realized he was there. So he was quick. So, but he his battery went or something, and he logged out.
Okay.
Very interesting. Well, it seems like I get nowhere to get interested. I'm glad that you're here.
Well, I mean, for those who want to know what I have to say about NASA and related subject matter, I can tell them, but I won't do that on air.
Well, whatever. I don't know what your story is. I am
I
not a conspiracy theorist.
I can do it in an off-air hangout, but not on air.
Well, I'll tell you what. If it has anything to do with conspiracy theorists, stuff like that,
Theories? No, I'm not into theories.
I'm totally against and basically uphold about the conspiracy theory bullshit. So.
All right, so you buy everything.
No.
Do you? I'm not questioning.
Don't use the words "buy this" and "buy that." Okay.
No, how about a question?
I'm sorry. I have to cut you off.
I'm asking you just a simple question. If you can't take it, well.
No. It's about the word. It's about the words that you're using. It's about the words you're using.
You already blew it, mate. You already blew it.
No, you blew it by using the word "buy."
That's your opinion.
No, it's not my opinion.
Well, it certainly isn't my opinion.
There are facts and there are conspiracy theories. And you start using your language, using the word language like buy this and buy that. Like you buy all their stuff. In other words,
now you're fucking pissed off with me then, are you?
No, not really. Just that
you're so pissed off. I haven't even said anything to offend you yet. I was working on it though. I'm working on it now. Okay. Right?
You
just okay, get stuffed. Goodbye.
Well, that was interesting. So, for those of you who don't know, Mysterious Labyrinth is an excellent chess player. He actually is a hang on, I hear some sirens. Okay, I'm sorry. So he is actually a moderator of my Google Chess Club, and I see I have a viewer. There is a link you can join anytime. This is a trial run for tomorrow night's celebration of the Jupiter orbital insertion. In any case, so Mysterious Labyrinth is a moderator of my chess club. He's an excellent chess player. I think his rating is somewhere in the neighborhood of 2,000, far better than mine. But, sometimes different things of life don't always coincide. So apparently, in my view, he seems to be a conspiracy theorist because he talks about buying what NASA is telling you is kind of an insult to me. So, but that's not going to change anything that has to do with the chess club. Don't worry about it, Mysterious. You're still the excellent moderator of our chess club. So you don't have to worry about that. Even if you did tell me to get stuffed on air, that's okay. Because I'm a bit beyond that stupidity. Anyway, so viewer again. I don't know if this is the same viewer, but again, there is a link. I made this public. This is a trial run for tomorrow night's celebration of the Juno's orbital insertion around Jupiter. What you're watching right now, 2 viewers, excellent. What you're watching right now is the NASA Eyes software that anybody can download. I did put some links up on my feed. If you would like it again, I actually have the question and answers up. If I think I can monitor that if you want to ask me. But the link to join this hangout is public, if you can find it. If not, find a way to let me know that you need it again. Again, this is a trial run because tomorrow night I plan on doing the same thing, and we're going to hopefully be able to watch the simulation of the burn that Juno has to do to slow down to get captured by Jupiter. This is an interactive software that's free to the public from NASA. You can actually interactive, meaning that you can actually poke around, you can turn the spacecraft, look at the sun, things like that. You can zoom in and out, that sort of thing. So this is what we're going to be using tomorrow night. And I was told by a NASA engineer that it was okay to do this in screen share. So hopefully it's going to work out. Hopefully we're going to get some party going. Anyone want to join? Well, I'm going to take the chance of giving it some dead air, and I'm going to mute my microphone and enjoy the simulation. Oh, in case whoever this viewer is, in case you didn't know, this is a real-time simulation. That is, as you can see on the bottom here, it says July 3rd, 2016 at this time, and you can see the clock is ticking. This is a real-time simulation of where the spacecraft is and its approach to Jupiter. And by when tomorrow comes, you'll be seeing Jupiter up closer, and you'll be watching the simulation of the burn and all that stuff. Hopefully, if I get this right. That's why I'm giving it a trial run tonight. I want to make sure that I can do this without too many glitches. I'm hoping that I can do the same thing over again. Only it'll be celebrating the actual orbital insertion. I want to point out for the viewer that's watching, I want to point out, you'll notice that you can see Jupiter's image, like again, this is only a simulation, but you can see how the solar panels are facing the same direction that you can see Jupiter's lit up. In other words, it's facing the sun. Let me get to the simulation so I can actually turn this. You can see that it's facing the sun. You see, the idea is this: Juno is the only is the only long range spacecraft that's been using solar panels. It was a tough decision for them to make, but with the new technology of solar panels, how they've been becoming more and more efficient, they've been able to create some solar panels that are able to get enough energy to produce the electricity they need, even as far away as Jupiter. There's a few videos out there that explain how much dimmer the sun is, out by Jupiter. But it was a tough thing. Like 10 or more years ago, you couldn't really use solar panels on a spacecraft that's going as far as Jupiter or further, because it was just too weak. It just wasn't enough sunlight to drive the panels to generate the electricity needed. But with the new technology and the more efficient they are. Now these panels are much bigger. Of course, the diameter of this, as you can see, is very wide. And I'm sorry for not remembering the actual diameter of these things. They're quite large. That triple that wingspan, as they say, is quite large. But as you can see, it is actually facing the sun. And again, this is a simulation, but this is a real-time simulation, meaning that it's simulating what's actually going on, at least what they hoped is going on anyway. But this is an accurate simulation of what's going on with the spacecraft. So it is facing the sun because the solar panels are needing to face the sun in order to get the energy that they need. So I don't know if that helps you in understanding this little hangout of mine, but there it is. By tomorrow, I will try to re-educate myself on the wingspan or the solar panel span and the size of the thing and things like that, so I can have this information in front of me, so that in case anybody has that question, I can answer that. Although you can look it up as well as yourself. But again, hopefully, whoever you are, viewer, you can join. It is I publicized the hangout, and this is a trial run for tomorrow night. Well, I don't want too much dead air. So I can post the link to download the eyes of NASA or NASA's eyes to get the software for yourself. I could post it on a side chat. I have posted on the outside chat, but if I post it on a side chat on the inside here, you'd have to be part of the Hangout to see it. So I think what I'll do is I'll repost it on the outside. Let me see if I still have it up. Yes, I do. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So let me go ahead and recopy that link. And yes. Okay. So what I'm going to post on the outside chat, you should see it in your Hangout list on the top, is going to be the NASA Eyes download site. And there you go. So if you can't make it to the Hangout to celebrate the insertion of the orbit, you can actually watch the simulation on your own. This is the same thing I'll be using to screen share, what I'm screen sharing right now. All I can say is enjoy, because there's a lot more than just the Juno. There's you could explore the solar system, in simulated form. You could explore exoplanets and things like this. So it's a really cool piece of software that NASA gives away for free. Enjoy it. I thought I saw somewhere that the one viewer I have might be Benny. Benny, I know that you don't go on camera or anything, and you don't say much. So the question and answer app is open. If you want to go to resort to your normalcy of texting questions, I'm going to be staying online for another 5 or 10 minutes, and this trial one is a success, and I'm going to be doing this tomorrow for real. But right now this is live, and the question and answer is open. If you want to go ahead and do your texting thing in the Q&A, go ahead. I see we have 2 viewers now. I don't know if I can figure out who the viewers are, but for the new guy or the new girl who just showed up, what you're watching is the simulation software called NASA's EYES, and it is the Juno mission that we're interested in. This is a trial run for tomorrow night. I intend to do the same thing, except that tomorrow night the Jupiter, that is the Juno orbital insertion process, is going to take place on our Independence Day. And this is a trial run to make sure that I can actually have a hangout and share the simulation screen and sort of have a party over the process. Hopefully, it will go successfully. From what I understand, NASA television, that is NASA TV, all channels, and they have, oh, we got 3 viewers now. Great. The NASA TV YouTube channels should be broadcasting on all channels the process, and I don't know if I'll be able to screen share that particular thing, but I will be definitely screen sharing this simulation. This simulation, I gave you a link in several places. You can download this app from NASA. It is free. It is a beautiful piece of software that they give away. Basically, it's the simulation software that they've been using for decades, only it's much better now. This basically gives you an actual simulation of what is supposedly going on the whatever spacecraft you decide to follow. In this particular case, we're following Juno. And tomorrow night, of course, is the real thing. This is a trial run for tomorrow night. I'm doing this because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do it. I'm also going to try, I don't know if my computer is capable, but I'm going to be trying to be interacting with my Facebook group, Space Exploration Mission Followers, and trying to integrate this this sort of hangout kind of thing with them. I don't know if it's going to work properly, but that's why I'm doing this. Giving it a trial run. Well, I guess I just went down to 0 viewers just a second ago. So I guess this trial run was a semi-success. That is, it was a success because I was able to share the simulation. I still don't know if I'm actually going to be able to share the NASA channel. I don't know if that's going to be legal or, you know, what trepidation is on that. But thank you, whoever was watching, for participating. Thank you, Paul Carr, for being the very first one to respond so quickly that I almost didn't have a chance to come back onto mic. But this was a trial run for tomorrow. It was I would say about an 85% success. Again, please join me for tomorrow. I don't know if I can set the invitations. You know, I have to have there's only 10 panelists spaces open, and me being one, that makes 9 left. So I don't know exactly how it's going to work, but I intend to try to incorporate my Facebook group, Space Exploration Mission Followers. So again, I'm going to end this broadcast, and I want to thank anyone who has been watching, and I want to thank the people who have popped in and out. Again, what you're watching is the NASA EYES simulation software, which is real-time simulation of what's going on a particular spacecraft that you might be watching. In this case, it happens to be Juno. And tomorrow night, I'll be showing the same software, and we should be able to watch the simulation of the deceleration burn and things of this nature. And it should be fairly exciting. I don't know, you know, hopefully it would actually work as well as the simulation is supposed to work. And I'm going to try to monitor the NASA TV while we're watching the simulation, and hopefully that will that the mission will be a success. Of course, I know that human nature is to look for bad things, but let's not dwell on that. But fingers crossed, toes crossed. I'm hoping that this mission is going to be a success, and our simulation will be very close to what the actual things are going on. So thank you all for popping in and out and watching this trial run for tomorrow night's celebration. I'm going to stop the broadcast now. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.